YouTube, Niner Empire, what is going down? Welcome back to another video. So, I apologize for this being a late upload. I usually upload, breaking news type stuff the day of, but considering this is involving the Rams, I could give two shits. And yeah, but either way, I want to talk about this Stafford trade. About, I don't know, 10 hours ago, 12 hours ago, the LA Rams traded Jared Goff, 2 first-round picks, and a third-round pick to the Detroit Lions to acquire Matthew Stafford. Now, this was the Rams sold the farm on this deal, and I'm glad that the 49ers did not pull the trigger, because obviously the Lions, as Josina Anderson from ESPN reported, the Lions were waiting on somebody to overpay for Matthew Stafford, and that just so happened to be the LA Rams. Now, the LA Rams are known for being aggressive. Within the past, 3 to 4 years, they've acquired Brandon Cooks in a trade. They acquired Marcus Peters in a trade. They acquired Jalen Ramsey in a trade. Stafford now. The Rams are known for being aggressive. If you're a Rams fan, you know that more than anybody. And the Rams are going to be a very, very good team. But the Rams have not had a first-round pick since drafting Jared Goff. And I believe that was in, 2016? And the Rams won't have another first-round pick until 2024. So for the first-round picks that the LA Rams sent the Lions, the Rams are going to be sending a 2022 first-round pick and a 2023 first-round pick, and then a 2021 third-round pick, including Jared Goff. So that's pretty much all the details on the trade. Obviously, this trade cannot be official and finalized until the start of the new league year. So that'll be in March when the trade is finally finalized. But details started kind of triggering out, an hour after the trade broke. Supposedly, Stafford wanted to play for McVay all along. He wanted to be in Los Angeles. The Rams were, I guess, his number one place to be. But that's what I'm saying. When I came on here and made a video the other day about talking about Matthew Stafford and that the 49ers already placed an offer and whatnot, you never know who to believe. And Vincent Frank NFL tweeted that out. I don't know if he's got good sources. But I don't know. When you got like a blockbuster deal that could potentially happen, like, the Stafford sweepstakes were, anything you read on the internet, if it's not coming from like reliable sources like Schefter, Rappaport, Benjamin Albright, Tom Pelissero, the list goes on. When you don't really have, or when you see tweets and it's not from like big guys like, Schefter and them guys, it's kind of hard to believe. But also it's kind of fun just talking about it and seeing, verified accounts say that the 49ers are very, very close to a deal getting done and that he could be a 49er before the Super Bowl. Listen, the Rams came in as a dark horse to land Stafford, and it was known that Stafford, looked at the Rams as a contender in that, a realistic option where he could get traded to. And for the Lions won this trade by far. Stafford is not worth 2 first-round picks. Really, I don't know if he's even worth a first-round pick. Considering, like, for the 49ers, I would have gave up the 12th overall pick for Stafford. But I don't know if he's really worth that. He's going to be turning 33 on Super Bowl Sunday. And obviously, with his contract, the Rams will be taking on 2 years, $43 million for Stafford's contract. So he's going to be cheap, and I don't think the Rams are going to look to extend him right now. So the Rams have their quarterback for the next 2 years at least. I would expect them to extend them. But look, one of the first-round picks the LA Rams sent the Detroit Lions was basically to take on that Jared Goff deal. So they gave that first-round pick to the Detroit Lions, one of the first-round picks to the Lions, to kind of put the icing on, like, to kind of give them some type of I don't know, leverage in a way to take on that Jared Goff deal, so it kind of looked more, you know, not realistic, but they just wanted to let the Lions take on that contract. And with that, they rewarded them an extra first-round pick. So one of them first-round picks was to take on Jared Goff's contract, and that's what the Lions are doing. I mean, that Jared Goff contract is so disgusting. And look, I mean, the Lions general manager, Brad Holmes, spent 18 years with the LA Rams, and he's very familiar with Jared Goff. He's very familiar with that organization. And Snead and Holmes called each other and got a deal done. And the Rams are aggressive, man. They always have been when it comes to deals like this. And, you know, the NFC West is now very much more competitive than it was last year. And the 49ers realistically are looking like the worst team in the NFC West now when healthy. So I don't really know where the 49ers go from here. I didn't really want to – I kind of figured that the 49ers weren't going to trade for Stafford, and they sure as hell ain't trading for Watson. So Watson, the 49ers can be squashed because that's not happening. I will almost guarantee you guys that. Because with what Stafford just went for, Watson's price just skyrocketed. I mean, this guy could go for 50 first-round picks. I'm not saying that literally, but you guys get the point. I mean, this guy's going to go for a shit ton. And if the 49ers aren't going to give up their first-round pick for Stafford, as, you know, that was reported, the 49ers were not going to offer that 12th overall pick in the 2021 draft up to the Lions because everybody knows that the 49ers are one of the only teams in the NFL that look at draft picks as like very, very, very important because obviously the Rams give the middle fingers to first-round picks and just dish them off for players. So 49ers like their draft picks. They're not going to trade for Watson. We're going to be stuck with Jimmy G, bottom line. We're going to be stuck with Jimmy Garoppolo. They will draft a quarterback, I'm sure, in the draft, but it's not going to be with that 12th overall pick. So at least I don't think it will be. There's no way in hell the 49ers draft a quarterback at number 12. I know the 49ers. I know what they do, and that's not what John Lynch is going to do. Now, if we had maybe like a top 8 pick, a top 5 pick, the 49ers then would probably draft a quarterback or something like that. But the 49ers aren't going to trade up in the draft either. The 49ers need draft picks. If anything, the 49ers will trade down in the draft. So Zach Wilson, the 49ers, let that be gone. Justin Fields, I really don't like Justin Fields. I like Kellen Mond from Texas A&M way better than I do Justin Fields. I don't know. I look. Kellen Mond reminds me a lot of like Colin Kaepernick when Colin Kaepernick was coming out of Nevada, but I think Kellen Mond might be better than what Kaepernick was in college, and Kaepernick had a hell of a college career. So where do the 49ers go from here? I have no idea. It sucks to see that the 49ers didn't get Stafford considering all these reports were saying that the 49ers were favored to get Stafford. The 49ers were close to finalizing a deal for Stafford. All that was bullshit. So I don't know. I'm just glad that the 49ers didn't give up what the Rams gave up because that's stupid. And not having first-round picks for that long of a time like the LA Rams will have. I mean, they're not going to have a first-round pick until 2024. That's not typically the formula to success in the NFL. Does that mean that the Rams are going to be mediocre for the next 3 years? God, I hope. I mean, it's possible. I don't really know how much of an upgrade Matthew Stafford is from Jared Goff, to be completely honest, because I don't think Jared Goff was as bad as the Rams sought it out to be. But I think Sean McVay knows that if he doesn't win a Super Bowl, or if he doesn't start winning within the next couple of years, he could be gone out of LA, and he wants to win now. And Stafford will give them that opportunity to win now. But if they don't win a Super Bowl in the next 3 years, that's underperforming. I would say in the next 2 years, if they don't win a Super Bowl, that's underperforming. By the time Stafford's contract's up with the LA Rams, which, like I said, it's going to be 2 years from now, and the Rams are going to be paying him $43 million over that time. If they don't reach a Super Bowl during that span or win a Super Bowl, I would consider that underperforming, considering you don't have first-round picks until 2024. You've the draft capital the Rams have gave up is ridiculous. And the 49ers aren't like that. The 49ers love draft. They love their picks. And it's not bad looking at it that way. I mean, but with the Rams, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They have drafted very, very well in the late rounds. And I believe Gerald Everett was a late round guy that they got. There's been a lot of key players on that Rams team right now that were drafted in the late round. So the Rams do very, very well drafting in the late round. But, yeah, I mean, Stafford goes to the Rams. Jared Goff goes to Detroit. The 49ers are stuck with Jimmy G. As 49ers fans, I think the best thing we can do is just hope that Jimmy G plays somewhat close to what he did in 2019. And, I mean, I don't really know what the 49ers will do. Like I said, they're going to draft a quarterback in the draft. You have to think they will. I mean, maybe a guy like Kellen Mond or maybe like Kyle Trask falls to them in the second round. They're going to take a quarterback in the draft. They have to. But it's not going to be with the 12th overall pick because I don't think it's worth the 49ers drafting a quarterback with the 12th overall pick when they could get a top corner or a top defensive lineman or an offensive lineman. It just doesn't make sense. Why would you not wait until the second round to draft a quarterback? Because when the 49ers are going to be picking at 12, a lot of the top-tier quarterbacks that are like Zach Wilson, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields could even be off the board. The 49ers, I mean, who are they going to draft? They're going to take Kyle Trask with the 12th overall pick and pass on Patrick Surtain from Alabama, the number one corner in the draft. It just doesn't make sense. So expect the 49ers not to draft a quarterback in round one of the 2021 NFL draft. Expect the 49ers not to trade for Deshaun Watson. Pretty much all in all, expect Jimmy G to be our week one starter, and he will probably start until week 8. And then considering whoever we take in the draft, hopefully a quarterback. I mean, they have to take a quarterback. If we can take a quarterback in the draft, maybe it's a guy like Kellen Mond or Kyle Trask or somebody like that. And then maybe, by week 8 next season, one of, the rookie we get in the draft will be the starting quarterback. I don't know. But the 49ers just took 2 steps back with letting the Rams get Matthew Stafford. I kind of figured he wasn't going to. I mean, the 49ers have never been known for making that big move, so I'm not surprised at all. It just hurts to see the Rams get him, it just hurts to see the Rams get him, considering the Rams have a very, very good defense, and now they have a legit quarterback, and the Rams with a legit quarterback could be very, very scary. But we just got to hope that the LA Rams still get swept by the Niners, and hopefully that happens.